hope this works. Here we go again. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is okay. I say this, I'll go build a submarine. It's not exactly the hardest thing to do, but I'll try doing it anyway. Okay, forget that. So sub-objects. Turret template 11 by 11. This'll do. Ignore this. I am just using this to establish the main body of the submarine, or would be the submarine. I'll fill it with more advanced details later. But you'll generally want. Well, actually, you wouldn't really want anything in general. I guess you'll just need to build something good body with lots of water compartments. That's right. So what you do is build a body, ideally the metal, because things are very hard to sink in this game for whatever reason. Probably good for people building surface modes, but that's about it. And then just place block, 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 and then you just get rid of these. Okay, that needs to stay connected, so some of those blocks will stay. I just need to get rid of most of these. Oh darn. Okay, fine, I'll just let the blocks stay on disconnected, and I'll connect them later when... whatever. Probably should have kept the corner blocks. Okay. Okay, let's pretend those don't exist. Now we just have to fill in this compartment thing, whatever. With things, I guess. Okay, let's just put in some stuff here. And fill that in. And this here should form the main body of the submarine. Or at least that's the plan. I haven't streamed in a while. Okay. I hope this works. Okay. Refresh this. Copy and refresh this. Oh well, let's okay, that's posted. Hope people show up. It's lonely. I'm bored. Okay, nobody in the chat so far. Watch it. So let's hope this here will constitute the main body of the boat. Just move that out of the way. Time to go subdivide this. What I'm trying to do here is okay, turn that back on. Fill in these divisions and. Okay, let's pretend it didn't happen. Let's go start again. So the idea is we make a body for the submarine consisting of a lot of small water compartments, which are to be filled with water each time the submarine has to surface or otherwise move. So for now, we'll go build a hull or something. It'll be comparatively simple. This is going to be the main section, and right now I'm going to try to use this to as some sort of main ballast tank or something to allow the sub to submerge, even though compartments with most of its vital systems should be okay. Should be filled with air. That's what I'm supposed to say. Okay, that's fill. Okay. Pretend that didn't happen. Let's do that again. Okay. It's quite unfortunate. Oh well, let's continue that. Nobody in chat, unfortunate. Okay. Go mirror that building. build a tank. Giant compartment. Ballast tanks are the deal. For redundancy, it is best to compartmentalize this thing. That one 3-meter beams, so the other 4-meter beams. This thing's gonna be pretty big. Unfortunate, but I guess I'll do it for illustrative purposes. Water, air pump for emptying and filling the thing with water. And the important thing is to set that to 0 for when it is to do nothing, and open, strafe, and hover. Set it to pump when not flooded, to pump water out when to surface, and to pump water in when submerging. Now I just have to go make a bunch of these things. Close that. 5, 4, 9. Okay. Okay, that should do it. Let me go copy paste this a bunch of times, and I really hope this works. Despite of the fact that I'm pretty good at this game is, well, not the best. Okay, so pumps are off when when no orders given to them, so I guess that's normal for things to get flooded this way. I guess this giant would-be central ballast tank works, I guess. Pump is off, no volume available, probably a duplicated pump. Okay, now that we know that works, time to build the rest of the submarine around this thing. Ideally out of metal, because it's going to be a bit heavy. And you're gonna need it to sink when the pumps are turned on. That's the idea anyway. Just that up there, put it there. Fill it up with metal. From here you can build compartments to put literally everything else in. For now I'm just gonna build a relatively simple torpedo room. Or at least try to. I won't be using all of this space over here. I'm just gonna see what I can do. Okay. Okay, so... Okay, this will be the torpedo room, and on the top and the bottom of it are margins which should allow for me to have more watertight compartments, which should be good. Just in case if the main one gets breached or something, and allow the sub to keep operating normally. And such. Oh hey, there's a viewer. I wonder if that's just me. Unfortunate. Guess I'll keep going then. Simple weapons, missiles, resources, blocks, missiles. It'll be simple, just take these weapons are for illustrative purposes only. I'll just install these as examples. Okay, that'll be right. Okay, fine, 4 of them. A bunch of connectors. Controller that does that. This will just be a bit simple and quick. Missiles, missiles, large missiles, large gantry. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that'll do. That out of the way, just gonna install a bunch of hatches over there and go plate this over. Call it a front. However simple of a front. Note that this arrangement doesn't necessarily need to be copied. You just need a bunch of compartments with stuff in them and another bunch of compartments empty with only pumps in them that are supposed to pump in water to allow it to sink, as seen earlier. Okay. Custom job. So far, nobody really. How unfortunate. Now I just need to... Is metal? Yeah, that's metal. It will do for now. Okay, you know what? I'll just go with a simple sloped front thing. It'll do. I'll probably put the controlling AI in there too. light that up. That's an idea. Can't be bothered to go in all the way. Just do that or something. Oh, great. That shouldn't be there. Go put that there. Go put a bunch more down there. More there. Okay, more there. More there. Just need to plate this up, make it quick, and I'll move on to the rest of this weird, unusual live stream tutorial. Wish it could be better, but I guess it's the best they can do for the time being. Now let's see how this affects things. All the pumps are off. Thing sinks slowly. It's a bit front heavy, so that's that. Okay, time to install an engine compartment. We'll make it simple and quick. Just a box or something. Okay, that should do. Remove the rest of the blocks. Let it sink. Let it sink. Let it sink. This is supposed to be for young things. Fuel engines. Shouldn't be too complex. Just engines is good enough. This is just for demonstration. Because if you're doing this on your own, you could pick whatever power source you want. But for now, for illustrative purposes, I will just use a fuel engine. Keep going. Keep going. Okay. Install some radiators to keep it cool. Hopefully it's enough. Injectors. Hopefully enough. Okay. 1, 2. 1, 2. Radiator large. Hopefully it works. Resources. Okay. Okay, the boat is diving. It works. If only in that sense. Now then, the other bit and why I set the pumps to be off by default. I will now install an AI, which is to be attached to a breadboard. And this is going to be comparatively simple. Here we have a PID controller, which should feed inputs to the pumps, and for this we will give it an altitude input, which we will put in the process variable. That's what the PID controller looks for to adjust, and from that we'll give it some goal. For now, there'll just be a constant of say 40 meters. And now we just need to output this to a propulsion component, which will be this thing. Connect that there. Yeah, right, it's going up because I set it to 40. I'll just go see how it goes. Which probably means the pumps are on and the boat should float. Well, it floats. These pumps are empty. Let's go reduce this to a negative value and see what happens. Okay, the boat is diving, pumps are off. Yeah. Sink slowly. Probably need to find some ammo storage or whatever. Now, in regards to the watertight compartments up front, I could do a little something with those as well. Water, air pump. Go to these here, install a couple air pumps here. Okay, these are no volume available, probably duplicated. Ah, that area needs to be sealed off for the pumps to work. Let's go fill it up like that. Okay, that's pump 1. Need to turn these pumps off by default. Strafe and hovers there. I can have these turn on when the thing has to pitch up. Which it kind of is doing, so let's go fix that and go back to the breadboard up front. Pitch could be controlled similarly. Just take the PID, get a similar take another thing to do a set point. Let's just say we want to keep it steady, using only those air pumps at the front. Hopefully they're enough, though I doubt it. Another constant, I believe. Another constant. So let's take this constant. No, an altitude. Alright, I need an orientation input for this. We will use the pitch angle. It's currently pitched down. Negative 60 degrees. Not quite sure what's meant by that. Let's go to the boat. Not quite sure. It's upside down. Let's figure that out. So 60, 0, and for this, now this PID to feed into a pitch up down component. Sometimes these things are a bit tricky because that might need to be flipped. It's weird. PIDs are breadboard PIDs are like that. Okay, pump should be off if the thing wants to pitch down. I believe the thing wants to pitch down. It's supposed to be 0 degrees, but no such luck. Guess that means I have to flip the input to make it work correctly. Or something. Okay. These things should be turning off to pitch the thing down, but they aren't doing all that much. The back's pretty heavy, unfortunately. That is something that can only be fixed with a lot more ballast tanks. Let's go add those. Extra ballast tanks for control. Not recommended and kinda only really effective in larger boats. It's a very back-heavy thing, but if you can't build more ballast tanks, you could go set the ballast tanks to respond to those things, so... The middle air pumps could now pitch the thing down, and these could now pitch it up. Or at least they hope. Or at least that's the idea. Hope it works. Submarine diving. So far, so good, I guess. Pumps off, pump off. It is relatively stable. That is good. Neato, 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 neato. I'll definitely be editing this later. Now that out of the way, we can now move on to do other things, like, say, adding other ballast tanks to control row. Let's make these things nice and quick. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1. Okay, quick and dirty it will be. Like that. These will be our starboard ballast. These will be your side-mounted ballast tanks, which should allow this thing to better roll, maybe dive harder, hopefully. Ignore the exposed engine room, that's just kind of there. Probably for illustrative purposes only. Water. Air pump. Put that there. Let's temporarily turn off mirror mode. And set these things to only... And set this pump to only turn on when it's going to roll left, and do the opposite for the pump on the other side. Actually, no, that's the wrong way. It should be turned on when rolling left, and this one should only be turned on when rolling right. Okay, let's get these messed up blisters dealt with. Move that there. Nobody in the chat. I have a chat settings. Customization, like chat. Okay, anyone can see chats, that's good. I haven't streamed in a while. Maybe I'll try streaming a different game tomorrow. Maybe I'll try streaming something else more of the same tomorrow. Anyway, let's just go wrap up adding these to the boat. Hopefully they work. They should, to be honest. Okay, now from here I'll just go do some little pointy things with this thing. Block. however crude this is. Okay, that's alloy, that's bad. Metal beam, slope 4 meters. Another metal beam slope. Another bunch of metal beam slopes. Okay. Put that there. Fill that in. This is just to make it look a little bit better. Though not by much. Okay, remove that. Okay, then I just have to go plate this over. I'll just do this a bit more crudely just so we can have the same amount of internal volume as the other ones. Okay. Okay, that'll do. And they forgot to turn on mirror mode. Unbelievable. Whatever. Let's turn on mirror mode at the road center line. Thankfully there's a bunch of conveniently located pumps, so let's go get that. Class G. Did he capture it correctly? Probably not. Just go capture that, recapture it. Let's try it again. Okay, let's go see the inside of these pump rooms. Okay, that works. Now I'll just go to this thing. Capture it. Okay, that's the sides dealt with. Can't believe I've got to turn on mirror mode. Now I'll just need to plate up the other sides with whatever. Damn it. Let's install that. Okay. How do we do it here? Okay, just a bunch of that. It'll do. That's smooth brain to me. Just repeat the trick again. Again. Can't believe I accidentally undid the addition of metal beam there. Guess I'll be starting again. Do that, do that, do that, whatever. Okay, get that, get that. There you go. Now I'll just plate everything over, however. And that'll be it for that. And I'll get to the rest of the important bits. Roll control. Yeah, not good. Whatever, I'll live with that. It'll just be like that, however crude for now. Oh, those volumes will probably get most... And since those volumes aren't being dealt with, they'll most likely be flooded. But that's kind of the point. Helps the boat sink and whatever. Do I advise for it? Probably not. But it's the best I can do for now. I'll probably do a bit better one after this. Hopefully it's clearer. And yeah. Okay. Okay, fine, let's just... blocks only. It'll do. A whole bunch of... these 2 meter beam slopes, which I believe weren't the thing when they first started out doing things here. Unfortunate? Yeah, definitely unfortunate. So many things they didn't do because those things didn't exist. They may be they may be one of the better players in this game, but they didn't exactly specialize in aesthetics. Now, let me get rid of that. Once you finish that, I'll get into a better demonstration of whatever's going on. Okay, now that out of the way, let's go set the thing on how to roll with the breadboard, which is also comparatively simple. Just take another PID, inverted. Apparently things work that way. Now we just set this thing to roll. Put that there, and let's just say we also want it to be at 0 degrees. Now we just set this thing to output to rolling right and left. Now we just dunk it into the water, hope it works. Okay, it's actually stable. Sinking, however, slowly. Takes a while to submerge though. Seas are rough, let me fix that. Options. Performance, environment. Okay, let's turn the waves off. Calm seas. Wait for it to sink. 10 meters. 11. It's sinking. And so far, yaw, pitch, roll. Okay, it's pitching up. It's pitching up. Trying to do something about that, but so far its roll is actually stable. The roll pumps work. That is good. Very good. Probably might need to reduce the response on these things. Okay. Pump is off. Okay, these two pumps are trying to pitch the thing up, but they can't really do much about it. Yeah. Too much flotation somewhere, but at least we know that works. Let's go increase that, Make the PID more aggressive. Oh hey, that pump's never been centered. Water, air pump. Let's make that one behave like the other one. Yeah, both of the forward air pumps should pitch the nose up. There's some of our problems. All of these air pumps have not been set to be off by default. Let's turn them off. Make sure things are gonna go right this time. Let's go see how that helps with the roll problems and make sure the boat... Okay, this is actually working. No pitch control issues. Roll is stable. Yes, now the thing sinks slowly. Because the side pumps are... Yeah, okay. I wonder if the thing is really just that back heavy for some reason. Nose is not being pitched down. Something's probably up with the PID because reasons not quite sure what, but here it is. Pitch input. Let's try it reversed. See if that does anything about it. Still pitches up. Things like this could be problems if you try to do submarines on your own. It is pitching up when it should be pitching down. Okay, it's pitching down, so I guess it works, or not. That was mildly embarrassing. Let's try it again. This pump in particular is acting weird. Right, probably said it wrong. Oh wow, that's the only pump that's set right. Turns out all the roll pumps have been having issues. Didn't set them right somehow. Unbelievable. Okay, those are set right. Trying to correct for this thing's unfortunately bad pitch command. Authority, rather. Okay, let's go visible. Okay, right. Okay, they should pitch up. Let's go adjust that. Have only a smaller number of the pumps deal with that. Okay, it should pitch down. Okay, let's go see that again. Thing ended up upside down on the surface again. Unbelievable. Okay, here we go again. Okay, forward pumps are off. Things should be okay. It was set up properly a while ago. Wonder what could be done about this boat. I haven't built submarines in a while, but the general principle should be there. Not quite sure why, despite everything, it doesn't quite. Okay. The pump is still off, but it's not doing anything. Ah, that's an idea. Alright, that should only pitch down. Forward. The rearmost pumps only activate when the thing has to do anything about orientation. Hopefully that works. Sinking, sinking, good. Stable, mostly, not entirely. Given how weak water sinking is, it's probably best to have multiple ballast tanks for many, many different things. Some for just for roll control, some just for depth control, and many other stuff for pitch control. So far pitch is under control, but depth is very slowly decreasing. It's barely under the water. If it wasn't for this thing not really diving well, and I guess this actually works. I guess that means I could just amplify the things down a bit. Okay. Yeah, just a bit to allow it to dive. That's the thing with inputs, they can be blended. Probably best to do it if we're having issues. Looks like that did the trick. Center compartment set to down and down only, and only really go adjust things when pitch and yaw authority are needed. So far, so good. Okay, I'll be saving this. OBS. Hiding window capture, wait for it to disappear. Save that vehicle somewhere. Okay, with that out of the way, let's go see how the submarine's doing. Window capture should appear again shortly. And you'll be seeing what that thing's up to. Eventually. Hopefully. Okay then, with that out of the way, let's actually, you know what, I'll go leave that there in the background. Let's go through another example of how to also build a submarine. This time, as I tried doing earlier, a bit more round or something. Let's go turn on mirror mode on and use this thing simply as a guide to build another submarine around. Again, I will be using metal because it sinks more easily. Oh wait, that's alloy. Oh man, I've been building too many planes off stream. I have some stupid creation to show you on video, and video for that's probably going to come in a couple of days, or hopefully tomorrow. Hopefully sooner if I could get other stuff dealt with. It's unfortunate, but it's stuff I gotta do. Okay, now let's go brute force that bulkhead over there. Wooden material small. Not actually, that's an idea. Now with a circle thing, now it's time to... Okay, metal beam, 4 meters. Okay, let's use these metal beams to build a centered ballast tank or compartment or whatever for whatever purpose. In this case, it will be a ballast tank. Ignore the outer shell, please. That's just the reference ring for the turret circle I'm using. Okay, that's that metal thing dealt with, and now we'll just complete turning this thing into a ballast tank compartment. So let's go fill that in. We'll turn the mirror back on. Material back on, remove the material container. Yeah, get rid of it like that. Fill it up with material, metal, whatever. It'll do. Just like that, we have the beginnings of what will be another ballast tank compartment. Blocks, we will place air pumps in all of these compartments. Preemptively. So the center compartment, you ideally want to set it to 0 and have it stream and hover, pit up and only up. Side compartments, these are tiny, so they'll need more influence, so they'll both be turned off. Okay, this is the right compartment. This will be set to roll left only. Likewise for... okay, not that one. Likewise for that one over there. And that thing should be up by default as well. These things up here, they're spare ballast compartments, which will be set to do the same, and yeah. Set that to pump water up only, and that's our ballast tank assembly compartment thing, whatever. Now we just cover this thing up with beam slopes to make it look prettier, and then we'll just go duplicate a bunch of these to form the body of the submarine. Okay, get rid of that. Okay, it's a bit tall. Okay, that'll do. Just stick a bunch of these together. Okay, this thing's just a bit big, but that's for illustrative purposes only. Now that we're here, we can finally start padding the thing up with other things. Now we just get a bunch of triangle corners and build a little nose out of those things. Or at least try to. Yeah, they'll do. Actually, no, let's go start with the other things. Yeah, these'll do. Just hit up a bunch of those like that. This should give us a nice teardrop-shaped nose, or at least I hope it would. Yeah, I guess that's going a bit well. Do the same for the other side. Whether or not you'd fill these things with air pumps is going to be up to you, but in my case I'll do it anyway. Show you how to get a little extra done with your would-be submarine. Normally people use propellers to make subs in this game, but to control the depths of this game, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to show you how to do it without those things. It'd be pretty neat. If not very neat. Okay. Okay. Things are not being very congruent between hull things. Let's get rid of these things down here. Let's do that. Just build the submarine nose and that'll do. Nobody in the chat. I'm not sure when I'm going to end the stream, but I would eventually. Just take that, remove that, put that there. Okay, that doesn't look right. That'll have to be adjusted, and just throw in a bunch of those. That'll do. More metal corners. This should give us a good nose. Not necessarily necessary, but I'm just doing it to feel like it. Make the sub look just a little bit prettier, I guess. Okay. Well, that didn't turn out as I thought it would, but I guess the submarine is mostly at a stage. Okay, I need to remove some stuff down here too. Make it just right. Probably should have planned the sloping ahead of time, whatever. Let's just continue a bit of sloping at the front. Hopefully that works. Yeah. Yeah, not the best of noses, but still pretty round, I guess. Okay, more of that, more of that. Metal, 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 metal. A lot of metal. Okay, looking pretty good. Getting places, however, slowly. Yeah, change at the middle. The middle I probably should have. Okay, that's really a bit tricky. Okay, fine, I guess I have to go start again. Okay, now to quickly get that pretty neat looking submarine nose, just go plot it out like this. Okay, turn it out like that. 4, 3, or at least that's what I think it might be doing. Could be wrong. Yeah, definitely wrong. Guess I'll have to repeat it again. Just put those there. And at this point I realized there was a whole bunch of extra stuff over there and just... Okay, fine, I'll live with them. I'll just go put these things where the corners are. They'll do for now. They'll be like that. Start out simply, just slap a bunch of corners over there, round them off. Can't believe I'm taking a long time with the submarine's nose. But here I am. Content. Put these metal plates around there. And slowly get the nose into shape. Keep doing this. Until you get the whole front plated up. Getting a bit long. Okay, time to just grab it out with a whole bunch of these things. They'll do. Or is it even a good idea? Yeah, just do that, then it'll turn out okay. Okay, that's a problem. Let's get rid of that. Need to do this whole plating thing properly or I get confused. Okay, like that.
2 a.m.
Okay, something's been heard, ignore that.
Are you playing or are you working?
Set the right output.
Are you working?
There were things heard, I'll have to take them down. Pretend they don't exist. Oh well. So much for sweeping that up under the rug. I'm not even sure if I'm doing this correctly at this point. Okay. Another triangle there. Bunch of slopes. So they build it to something neat. This is definitely something I need to fast forward later on. Okay, this is a bit asymmetrical, unfortunately. Didn't get something right at some point in time. At least I think I did. Anyway, let's just continue. Okay, reach a point where it just looks weird, but oh well, I'll just go use that to make a doing a little something just a little bit easier. Whatever. How can I fix this? Okay, fine, let's roll with what we have. There's my problem. Lost track. Now, time to go fix up a whole bunch of messed up stuff again. Time to fix this. It'll work. How much is better is that? Probably a good bit better. Here we go again. Okay, let's just go expedite this thing, get rid of this, and be done with it. At least just hope duplicating the top works. Probably should, to be honest. And it does. So far, it's turning out pretty okay. Okay. Guess this thing will probably have a flat nose, and that'll be what we roll with for the remainder of this video. Hopefully this works. I'm gonna be taking the submarine breadboard from the other thing and using it to demonstrate this one. Or perhaps just making it again for demonstration purposes on this thing. Okay. All of the pumps are off. The thing is sinking slowly. Okay, let's go to the other let's go to the other submarine. Get the mainframe from that thing and see how it performs with the other thing. Okay. Captured that. Get to the new vehicle. The other bigger submarine doesn't have any structural components, but we'll just put this mainframe here and main compartment. This thing should be able to start controlling the air pumps. All of these air pumps are off, but let's go set a bunch of these to pitch control. Now, what you'd set here probably depends on your needs, but in my case, I just need something a bit less aggressive, but thanks to those things, now they are actually working, so I'm just gonna have to have these things dedicated to pitch control while the rest just happily keep the boat doing its thing. And after installing that breadboard, the submarine is behaving remarkably well, for the most part, except for maintaining the desired depth. No matter. Just put another copy of the mainframe over there. Remove that thing. Set that breadboard to do the same thing. And plate it over. Plate, in fact I have to plate this entire thing over. Might as well just use the tiny blocks, they'll do. This is just a demonstration thing. However, this thing it is performing exceptionally well. Thing's got no yaw control, but it's exceptionally stable, if sinking very, very slowly. If at all. And for that, I guess we can try. Oh, what are these things doing? This thing's actually behaving pretty well. forward, backward pumps are performing pitch control pretty well. This thing is doing a pretty bad job, however, of just sinking, despite all of the other pumps pumping water into it. I guess this thing works. Not very well, but it does. Sinking slowly, very, very slowly. Very, very slowly. That can be addressed though. Let me add engine to this thing. An engine, yes. Okay, just turn off that. Turn on mirror mode. Install a bunch of neat stuff on the rear of this thing. This might actually turn out better than the front. Yeah. Okay, let's just go. Add this beam as a reference for me as I go along and do stuff at the back of this boat. At this point, I reached the limits of what triangle corners can do for me. At this point, I guess I have to rely on whatever these are. Okay. Okay. How wide is this thing? Okay, it was only. Okay, reduce the height. Extend it a bit. Well, that worked pretty well. Now time goes on is okay. For demonstration purposes, it'll just be a simple fuel engine, but first let me go install some poles for the propellers. Okay. Couple water propellers, big ones they'll do. Fuel engine, generator, crankshaft, just make it a simple turbo soup injector. We don't really need something that complex at the moment. Just something to get the boat moving. keep these radios around the engine to let it cool. Resources, need material somewhere. Oh, we'll just stuff the whole back full of fuel tanks. Wait a minute. The thing's actually sinking well. I wonder if it's just me putting stuff there that actually helped it do the thing. Oh, there's someone else watching. Who is that someone else? And that someone else is gone. Unfortunate. I'm gonna be editing this later. Anyway. Right. Okay. Blocks. Water, there you go. Large rudders. 4x1 pivots, so after you do all that to the submarine and need it to do stuff a bit harder. Yeah, that's what you need. A bunch of rudders and stuff to make it do that harder. A lot harder. More pitch control over there. Probably some roll control too. And over here, definitely more pitch control. I haven't used this block in a while. Oh crap, it's alloy. Metal. Wait a minute, this thing's actually starting to get to the target altitude. I wonder if it's because it's much heavier now. Perhaps because of this back compartment full of stuff and an engine. I don't know anymore. Fuel engines. Blocks. Crab cannons, advanced cannons. Fuel engines, water. Rudder large. Get another 4x1 pivot. Just throw it over there. Get rid of the pivots being weird. Or at least the computer says it is. With that out of the way, time to test the things. And for that, we need to disconnect the breadboard from pitch controls. And to test them, we need to AI control. You need to add a chair. Put that there. Put that there. Make sure you're using water controls and okay. Wait, that's yaw. Okay, the good news is the thing is okay, you change. Oh, make sure that if you do that, okay, why is it? Okay, they're working correctly. That is good. Now with that out of the way, time to show the breadboard how to maintain altitude using those things. Which means disable. Which means further alterations to various pitch control thingamabobs. For that, we'll add the maths evaluator first. If A is greater than 0, B else 0. Okay, let's make it A greater than 10. That's the, actually let's make that C. Now we just add 2 inputs, then we get the speed input. Put that there. That will be the output that we're going slower. And now then for more fancy stuff. So what you want to do is to allow for pitch control while moving forward, just using a breadboard is the arctangent, which is opposite and hypotenuse. So let's just say arctangent the speed of the boat. Yeah. Opposite adjacent. right, the target altitude, so let's just say 40 to 40 B. Remove that. Actually, it's 48. Delete that. I hope this works. This might have to be flipped. Yeah, speed basically doesn't exist, so it's outputting a pretty high thing right now. So let's constant 1 output propulsion. Let's I mean it's an input propulsion, so a propulsion. There it is. Now whatever. Let's go swap that out for forwards back. Okay, it's gaining speed slowly. It appears to be maintaining about 40 meters of depth, give or take a few meters. Okay, let's try the negative 40. Hopefully that works. Okay, guess that arc tangent is a bit problematic. Let's just go right at A, B, A, B. And that's where we have a problem. So I guess we need to go put in the parentheses. Because A minus... That's how it's probably... I need a target altitude. A minus B. The difference in the target and current altitude. So it should be... Yeah, that's right. Need to remove this input, rewrite that. So arc tangent A divided by B arctan A divided by B divided by C. Alright, A minus B divided by C, right? So that is so for A is the target, and the B will be there's our altitude. Okay, altitude, we don't have one of those yet. Put that there. And C is the speed. Hopefully that works. Hopefully. Okay, looks like we are are we diving? Yep, we're diving. And it's I guess it's trying to do something. Let me check the breadboard. Pitch should be okay. Something's up with the formula. Let's see. Ah! Turns out they have to flip this whole thing, so yeah. Outputs are weird like that, or maybe I should flip the PID output. That'll do. So that'll mess up a whole bunch of things, so let's just wrap this all up in a nice little parenthesis and put a negative thing on it. That should do. And send the thing to the bottom again. Or at least try to. Okay. Okay, too much bobbing. Let's see if I could fix it by making the pitch PID control. Oh, it's already aggressive. This is mildly disheartening. Or did they get my calculations wrong? Okay, we're pitching down, we're pitching down. We are maintaining 40 odd meters of depth. Maybe I actually need to reduce my PID gain, increase that. Wait a minute, we're actually maintaining depth. Turns out I probably just have to maintain the PID thing, and now we have a working submarine. Now let's go see if this thing could surface. We just go to the breadboard. That'll be our thing. Let's put this to 0. Submarine ascends. And there it is. A bit energetic on the ascent though, but it works. Now let's hit the submarine descend again. Negative 20 meters depth. Okay. At this stage, it's kind of like a plane except underwater. Unfortunate, but I guess it works. Propellers are handling yaw control already, so let's just go over that anyway. That's a PID flipped for apparently yaw has to be flipped for a reason. That's a negative 20 thing. No, that's the wrong thing to use. Delete. Do we want a bearing? Probably. Let's just get an orientation input. Yaw. Feed it in there. Take that. Switch it to yaw. Right and left. And have it fed the testing constant of 0. Let's go see if that works. Okay. The accident. Okay. Actually, it's a bad idea. Let's remove that linkage, get another constant, and have it do something like, let's say 30. Yeah, that'll do. Let's see if the thing can hold 30 degrees. Hopefully it does. Appears to be not. Unfortunately, probably limited yaw authority. Mostly works. Okay, I guess I didn't have to flip the thing, or at least that's what I think. Let's go give it a bit more. And yeah. The thing turns, however, slowly. However, slowly. It's approaching the thing I wanted to do rapidly. Hooray. Need it to slowly creep over to 30 degrees and hold that. Let's go see if it can handle that. Okay, it's approaching 30, it's approaching 30. Okay, it's got it, yay! Okay, with that concluded, I guess now we have a working submarine, so let me just go tear that. Yeah, I already tore the chair off. I guess we can end the stream right there and then. Here we have a working submarine. To anyone watching, I hope you enjoyed what you saw, and I'll be cutting this down for later viewing and for better coherence and whatever. So, enjoyed this. Feel free to subscribe to the channel to see more, and if you really like what you see, leave a like and whatever. And anyway, that's it. Goodbye, good night, see you next time.